All right, good morning. And what's going on with you guys? Getting likes, don't see any viewers. Oh, look at that. I got some friends texting me. Anybody out there? Oh Lord, the picture has changed. Oh, 3 likes, yo. So much love. Love, love, love. Just nothing going on. Who's out there? Somebody say hello. Can you hear me? Is there anybody out there? Yep, you can definitely hear me. Mm. Look at those futures just turn around and rip, rip. Mm. Your cardio, right, girly? Right, girly? Oh, I love that. Oh, I have to remember that I'm streaming, sitting here talking to myself. Here's something worth talking about, huh? Bink. UN agrees treaty to end scourge of plastic pollution. I love that. I love it. In Kenya. Well, I mean, that's actually the birthplace of man, but it's the first world countries we got to worry about doing all this polluting. But I'm glad to hear somebody's getting started. Mm-hmm. Fossil fuels are choking humanity. Yeah, I guess they are, aren't they? I don't know. Everybody tired of the articles? Time for action. So the picture has changed since my morning meeting. Look at that, man. Strong, strong, strong. My bias has changed. I mean, we have a fairly decent uptrend. What do we have here? What time is it? So we're going to open possibly with a shooting star on the 30-minute for the futures. Ooh, chilly, 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 chilly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The horses are on the track. Everybody, tell your friends. We need some viewers. Just share my link with 1,000 of your closest buddies. Hey, what's up, Mr. Williams? Thanks for keeping me company. Looks like it's you and I, pal. So it's been weighing on me that you had said that you, I think, ran 600 up to 3,000, and now you're back down to 600. I have been thinking about that. I mean, look, that's a common um, issue with people when they first start trading and building portfolios. Actually, I don't know a trader who hasn't blown up 3 or 4 portfolios. But so that's something you just have to work on and understand how you got yourself into that situation, which it's not bad. I mean, you gave back profit, but I mean, it's very common that that happens. And a lot of professional traders, that doesn't happen to because they trade for a firm. They have written guidelines and rules, and they get knocked out. Like if they lose, you know, a certain percentage, or if they had 3 bad trades in a row, then they get put on the shelf for a couple of hours, and then they're allowed to trade again. And if they exceed a certain amount for the day, they're shut down for the day, and then they have monthly maximums and stuff like that to try to control the loss. Because sometimes you just get cold, you don't jive. The vibe is wrong, the market's wrong, things are wrong. So it's always best to back away. When you're a private trader, that's very difficult to do. Just back away, walk away. So knowing when not to trade is just as important as knowing when to trade. And I have seen very successful. Well, this one dude, very successful trader, years ago. Um, then made a ton of cash. Very young guy, and then backed away from the market and took off. Went traveling for a couple of years. And then when he came back, he had a bit of cash. He decided that he was going to trade for himself and continue his traveling. And that's it. Boom, blew up his account. I mean, not overnight, but eventually blew up his account. Had to go back to work at firm, and he had an excellent reputation, so he got a good job and went back. But he didn't get it. Like, why was he able to? Why was he so professional, employed as a trader, and couldn't make it work on his own? And it's really because you have risk management people. Oh, um, well, I'll talk anyway. um, you have risk management people that rein you in when you're not on your game, and that's why professional traders are professional because they have people kind of governing what they're doing, overseeing them. Um, so, hey, if you guys are first time subscribers or listeners, do me a favor, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I put out my morning market meetings and everything. And I put out a morning market meeting today and I showed some setups. And I had a bias, a bearish bias. But in that time, I mean, the market, the futures were down 7. Now they're up 42. So it looks like another screaming day. Um, so my bias obviously changes or is changing. But that's what the market is. That's what day trading is. You can't decide you go into the day a bear and not be willing to roll around and be bullish on the day. And that is where I'm at right now. I'm feeling kind of bullish. This is quite a pull up. I actually thought that that flag was going to that 30-minute was going to create a shooting star, but looks like it's going to close up high and continue the trend. And actually, let me just get set. I'm going to take away that chart and put my lower time frame in. And here's my 30-second bar. I'm going to be looking at the 30-second bar on the open. And I'm going to be looking for the retrace on the 30-second bar and then hop in on the high, on the break of the high. Since we have all this momentum. The only thing I fear is we're going to open up with quite a gap. Quite a gap. So we'll watch for a retrace to fill that gap. And I mean, really, we didn't even close yesterday's gap. So I mean, that's an 86-point move down, which is not uncommon in this market. But we're up 40 points, so we're talking about 420. That's interesting. Let's see what 420 does for us. Yeah, that puts us right at our 20-day. So we could hit a little resistance at that 420. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. See what it does to us. Mm-hmm. Hey, producer 717. We haven't seen you in a while. Boom, 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 boom. Hmm. Nope, there we go. The horses are on the track. All right, let's get this baby open. Think. And she's moving, 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 moving. No, I really don't get that feeling, producer. Oh, wait, 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 wait. All right, I'm in. Taking one off, squeezing my stop. I actually went in at the close. I don't even know where I'm heading. Oh, I know where I'm heading. 4470 might be the move. That's gonna be crazy. 5 minutes getting a little oversold, but we're one off. One off for $100. No, come on, bitch. No. We are out. We're one off for $100. That retrace was pretty quick. See, when we have those crazy volatile days, it just rips. We don't even get that retrace. Hmm. I don't think I'm going to take that break on that high on the 30. This is what I'm watching right now. We got that gap at 44.72, and I think that's what we're heading for. That's another 60 points. That'll be an 80-point day, almost a 90-point day. Might be tomorrow we might hit that. Still have it in my head that you get 40-point days. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, can't break that low. My momentum's rolling around. Let's see what happens when we drop over to a 1 minute. You can't really see the pattern. Come on, get back to that 30-second. Oh, all right. I'm in. I'm short. Come on. Okay, I'm one off for 100. One off for 100. Taking my second one off right here for 200 on my second contract. I got one left at a break even. Going to see if I can run that and fill the gap on that last piece. So I banked 200 a contract on 2/3 on this one. I only got 1/3 off on the first one. Yeah, I don't make trading look easy, Matt. The momentum makes trading look easy. When you don't have this volatility, then it's hard, man. Trades are hard, and these aren't easy trades. I mean, yet, one off is not an easy trade. Yet, when you hop in and you get one off and it doesn't whip back on you, and then you get your second off and it doesn't whip back on you and you get your third off, that's an easy trade. But these are hard trades. The other thing is, when you watch the market, you get a feel for how the options are going to move, and that's the easiest part. Oh, you got to be kidding me, people! Don't you know this? These are work hours. Actually, you know what? I got to take that. My old man's not doing so good, so I'm just going to put it. Yeah, just mama. She loves her baby. I still got that one on, and I'm not squeezing the stop. I'm going to let it work. See if we can break this low. What are we looking for? A breakup 401. What are the other markets doing? Oh, the Russell's down. All right, that's not a good sign, ladies and germs. The Dow's holding up. The composite just closed its gap. Might bounce off here. I'm at 400 a contract right now on this last third. Russell's still pushing down. Composite closed its gap and it's just sitting there. Oh, it's whipping back. Yeah, Psycho Trader. I just spoke to him this morning. Um, he last night he told me he went to all cash when the market ripped. Then this morning he told me a position he had on. I was like, dude, you told me you went all cash. You're gonna chill out. Oh, come on, man. I'm doing the give back again, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we'll see. It looks like a bearish pattern on the 30-second. We're probably going to test that high again. I'm taking it here. Picked up 250 on my second contract. I gave back a buck on my third contract, rather. I'm going to wait for a break of the low. Or if I get another pattern on the 88, that's a nice number. That's like 20 points, man. We break that low. That's a good run. So we got 100, buck and a half, and 250. So if you did just 3 contracts, you would have walked away with about 550 so far. And today's a light day. Trade light today. Markets should be choppy. You make trading look easy. The other thing is yeah, he is an epitome of a bull trader. He even laughed. He kind of acknowledged that it was an FOMO, fear of missing out. But yeah, it's bad trading. Forgot what I was even looking at. This is my 30-minute. Oh, I was looking at the 2-minute, looking for an oversold indication. What time is it? 17. We're going to get a 30-minute shooting star. I do believe. That sucker hasn't gone yellow, but that looks positive. You might be my lucky star. I'm not seeing if I could use those thumbnails. I'm working for a living. It's an interesting pattern going on here. Oh, there it is, baby. That's the yellow I'm looking for. We break that 498. I'm going short again. Mm-hmm. What are we gonna do, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, this is interesting. Is that correct? 5 minute chart, yeah. So the composite can't get out of its own way. Close the gap, still pushing down, and the Russell is pushing down. We just have the Dow edging up, and SPX is being buoyed by the Dow. I wonder, the financial sector. Nope, it's oil. It's the energy sector that's keeping everything together. Starlight. I need some music. Yeah, we're pushing up to new highs, huh? But that's looking oversold. The momentum is favorable. I don't know if I want to take that break of the high. I don't believe that I will. But I'll tell you, if the composite turns around, this S&P is going to rip. And there it goes, breaking the high. Composite is turning around. Russell is following it. Maybe leaving some money on the table. It's going to be a strong 30 minutes. 60 minutes getting overbought. Daily's not quite overbought. Mm-hmm. 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 I think I see the pattern that's developing. We may come up to that 593 area again on this next run. Rudy Tooty. Well, we got the Fed coming out at 10:30 today, so they may be putting this move on it before the Fed rallies. Mm-mm-mm. We live and making money. Oh, there it is. There it is. Taking one off right here. That was a big drop. That's going to hurt. Got one off for $100, and I'm out on a break even on the second, third. And I'm looking at my 2-minute chart right here, and I'm going to see if I can get in on a bear flag on that. Zinc. So in every post I made, I said, "Sit on your hands today." I've already made 3 trades. So, but they've been all right. I didn't get hurt. Made a few schnickels and dimes. This looks like it might be the move. So right now we're waiting for this bar to close, and if the next bar breaks the 453, that is a classic bear flag right there. And I think if we could do that, it doesn't retrace too much. We got 30 seconds. If we do that, I think we could ride that bad boy down to the close of the gap. And it's working out because if you look at the 30-minute, right? So everybody who's new, I mean, this is how you do it, baby. You got to work multiple charts, multiple time frames. Look at that 30-minute, man. That's classic shooting star. You know, we got 8 minutes left on that thing. Anything could happen. But if we close like this and then break on the next bar, then yeah, we're making that move. We're making that move. Anything good happening? Yeah, you joined us, man. What's better than that? So now we're looking at that bear flag on the 2-minute, and we're taking a break of 453, 400.53. Unless, oh, 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 wait for it, fellas, wait for it. All right. This is where a lot of people get hurt too, right? They jump it in anticipation. They don't let it trigger. Oh, 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 oh. There it goes. Now watch, it's got to break this right here of 98.98. Come on. Oh, sweet, pop right through it. All right, I'm squeezing my stop because that pop always makes me nervous. So I'm squeezing my stop. I got all three on, but my stop is at the 40.42, the 453. I'm taking one off right here. Trying to get a solid hun out of it. They haven't given it to me. Oh, they gave it to me. All right, cool. Um, so I got one off with my stop at a break even. Let me adjust that stop so I don't knock out 3 units instead of 2 units. $95 looks like it'd be about half the fill. Hey, Phil. Still got 5 minutes on that 30-minute bar. I hope we stay in it. Don't knock me out. Come on, don't knock me out. If I get knocked out, I'd probably re-enter on that 30-minute bar. That looks good. What time is it? 9:54. Come on. Still got 5 minutes. Run, but you just can't hide. I mean, it could whip back on us and then trade back and put the shooting star on the 60-minute chart because we still have a half hour left in that 60-minute chart. Show. And I'm out. Fucker. All right. So I'm going to play the break of the low of the 30-minute chart, which right now is 96.57. So we'll just let that cultivate. But I'm going to manage it on my 2-minute chart. Composite went negative. I think we're going to have another day like yesterday. We were back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and after the Fed will rip. So that one didn't really pay much. So we could probably establish our opening range. It should be up there. And right here. Could change. We still have 3 minutes left. I was late to the stream. I'm looking at the chart. What made you get into the trade? You mind breaking it down real quick, please? Well, I'm kind of watching the market. Hey, little tough love for you, Anthony. If you want to be a trader, you've got to be at your desk early in the morning before the market opens, looking at your charts, getting your idea, getting your head together. This isn't a Johnny come lately kind of industry. You know, if you think you're going to sit down, jump right into it and start trading, you're going to get hurt. This is a real job. It takes real focus. And the key to success is being obsessed. When I built my company, that's all I did was work all the time. Took the weekends off, but I mean, I was in the gym at 5, so I could be at my desk at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then I stayed in my office. I didn't even go to lunch or anything. I ate at my desk, and I stayed in the office, not my personal office, but in the office until easily 12 o'clock that evening. Go home, crash out, do it all over again. And that's what it takes to be a pro. Yeah, I had to drive the right wife to work. Hey, you know what? We used to have a saying at the firms: excuses die and the record stands. So you're a success or you're a failure. And all the reasons for either didn't really matter. I know my free folk are going to rip me an ass, be like, no, you got to be nice. My free folk team, you got to be nice. You could be more diplomatic. And that's what I hired my friend Kevin for. He was the face. He used to deal with people because he's diplomatic. I'm the dick. Yeah, we're looking for that gap fill, and the feds are speaking. So that's why we got this choppiness. So we already, I think we took 3 trades already, and one trade on 3 contracts would have netted us about 500, 550, something like that. And the other one was like a buck and a half, and the last trade was like a buck, and all on 1/3. The best trade, I think we hit 2 targets, or we squeezed a stop and got knocked out, something like that. I don't know. I lost track already. It's been a long time. Mm-mm. All right, so I'm looking at that 30-minute chart. I'm just going to swing it over so you take a look, but I can't find my cursor. Here it is. Woo! Mm-mm-mm. See, and you got the shooting star, and I'm just waiting for a break of the low, which is 396.57, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's 10 points in it. I mean, it's not bad. It's 500 contract. We'll see if it makes it. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Looks like we're just staying in the trading range, really. Right? So everybody understands the opening range, right? That's the high for the 30 minutes. This is the low for the 30 minutes from 9 to 9:30, and this is the trading range. And you'll probably find that whoops, wrong one. That it it will test that. I mean, I didn't do the numbers, but you can look at the mid range and you'll see it'll trade back and forth. So now we got 96 to 16. We've got 20 points, right? Yep. Um, so on the break of this mid, you try to play 5 points this way, 5 points that way. I mean, I don't do 20 points. I guess is not bad, but I'd rather you know, I would rather see a 30-point range and have 15 and 15, and then you got a chance of making 700 a contract. But it looks like it's paying attention over here, doing what it's got to do. I just eyeballed the center, but it seems like it's pretty good because this bar kind of respected it. Respected it, and look at that doji right there is on it, and that's on it. So this is showing a good pattern here. And again, if you wanted, you could play those breaks. I don't usually trade that back and forth because it does this. There's a lot of congestion in these bars. If we broke down to a 30-minute chart, 30-second chart, or a 1-minute chart, this bar would be broken up. So, see, that happens. But I do look for reversals at the lows and the highs. on the trading range. Gap fill. Keeping an eye on XLE to the downside. Well, looks like it's doing what you want it to do. Oh, it opened up down, huh? It took your gap down. Yeah, it was kind of pricey. Where am I? Lost track. Waiting for the 9 EMA to cross below VWAP. Very good. Try looking at ticker symbol wheat. All right, I'll catch it later on there, Wyatt. Trying to get my game on. Once I get bored, I'll look up wheat. Is it a grain company? Obviously, it's moving because of what's going on in the Ukraine. Yeah, I actually been screaming "sit on your hands" today, Ant, and I've been trading like crazy. But in that, I told them that trade light, on days like this, and expect 2 or 3 trades to go against you before you hit a good mover. Which, I mean, they didn't go against us, but we just scalped a few nickels and dimes out of them. The 2 minute looks like it's getting heavy. No clear pattern on the 5 minute, but it does look bearish, the momentum at least. So if we break, it might be a good break. I hate that long bar on the break, though. See, in a long bar like that, I might wait for a retrace and then enter. It's good that it's not breaking on that long bar. Looks negative. What's the other markets doing? Yeah, composite looks like it's about to break the low of the day. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, I think I might take. Okay, that's the retrace I would look for on the 2 minute, so I would take that break. Sounds like a plan there, Mr. Anthony. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, we in it. See, those scare me when they pop. I got my stop up here. I'm taking one off now. Just snatching that honeys. If I see 93.38, I'm going to take another one off. Come on. Whoosh. No, you son of a gun. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Come on. There you go. Come on. Oh, you son of a gun. No, the composite's dropping. Why is this bouncing back? I should be trading this on a 5 minute chart. Russell's dropping. The Dow hasn't closed its gap yet. And about. Yeah, this is choppy. This is frustrating. I'm giving it up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So why do you want me to look at wheat? Um, yeah, I'm sitting on my hands now, man. Yeah, I got it. It's an ETF for wheat, but why do you want me to look at it? You want an analysis? I mean, I know every putz with ears jumped on it because of what's going on in the Ukraine, but yes. Well, they the 25% of all exports, I think, to Europe. The breadbasket of the world. I think Ukraine and Russia combined 25%. I think that's what the statistic was upon information and belief. So we hit the open of the yesterday's 30-minute bar, the final 30-minute bar. Ink, good ink, good ink. See right there, we hit the open of that. This would be the close down here. We may do that, and we may do it on the next 60-minute bar, which is also putting in a shooting star. Oh, you son of a gun. It's not the daily I was looking at. It was a 60-minute. Pink. So this sucker is setting up a nice shooting star. Nope, might be a doji. Still have 17 minutes to go on that bar. Oh, man, I have no idea how far it'll ride the price hike. Well, I don't know what the future on wheat is trading at, but I mean, you got a lot of supply and demand issue in the ETF, right? So everybody is onto a really good idea, so they buy the shit out of it. Um, the trade could be already full. You know, like too many players in it already pushed it up aggressively. So I mean, I don't know what's really going to transpire in wheat. I mean, this isn't even reflective of what the market's going to be. This is just reactionary. So if I was preemptive and got in on the first day, let's take a look and see what it was. They um, they attacked on the 27th, no, on the 24th. So it spiked on the 24th. You could have gotten in at 9. There were some people buying it up on the lead into the war with the expectation. That's good thinking because I figured it was going to happen after the Olympics. So your wisest move would have been in on the 18th. I mean, I'd be taking profits right here because this is going to sink back. I mean, there's no, um, I mean, this doesn't reflect the value of wheat. It's probably not even understood yet. Um, this is just the reaction of people buying a lot of shit on the market, on the stock market. Um, but I would say you could probably get involved in this thing again at $8.86, or between $9 and 8.86, if you wanted to go long term. So just wait for all the froth to come out of it, and then you can get into it. But it's definitely a good idea for a long term play. It's just that's not what's going on right now. Oh, we're pushing down again. I didn't hop in on this one. And there it goes. And this is the one I should have been in on. And that 2 minute is very negative. Is that what we're looking at? Yeah, we're looking at the 2 minute. Very negative. Look at that. 5 minutes negative. So this is a trend line from way back when. And you can see it's actually respecting that trend line. Look, that trend line was created back here. And it's actually respecting that trend line. It tagged here and here and here and there. I mean, it's not relevant really to anything in here. It's off of this, but there's a general consistency to these things. It's remarkable. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that, Anthony. Yeah, this dude, I mean, he's like 70 something years old. The world's going to be without him. He's a selfish son of a gun. So he doesn't care what happens to Russia when he's gone. He's just worried about, yeah, what he's leaving behind. If he doesn't like the picture, that motherfucker will blow up the world. And he appears that something's up with him. Yeah, he's probably fighting something because his face is all swollen. So it looks like he's on steroids or something. Oh yeah, did you go along? All right, I could respect the fact that you're willing to swap your view, but I mean, do you have to get involved? Everything's very choppy, so it's really hard to take a direction. That's why I'm looking at short-term trades. Good morning, Fran. Look at that, man. This old trend line, and they bounced right off of that old trend line. Is that something? I mean, there's a symmetry to this. It's just blows my mind. That's why I love the Fibonacci, and understanding what the golden ratio is. Journal. Oh, I got terrible heartburn. I'm either having a heart attack or I ate too much fish this morning. Let's hope for the latter. Getting warm again too. Yeah, it might be a heart attack. Yeah. Hey, everybody listening, just subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. I'd appreciate that, especially the likes, because I'm a needy individual and I need you to love me. Composite can't pick up any steam. S&P's just bouncing around. But the Fed's going to start gabbing in about 30 minutes or 10 minutes rather at 10:30. So you might want to close out what you got. Oh, stop showing me that. Oh, why am I getting tired? Well, I was up early today. Got a meditation in, got some exercise in, got some overeating in. It's chilly up in the mountains. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Any plans for a trading room in the future? Um, what does that mean? Whoops. Excuse me. Um, what do you mean a trading room? This, you mean building a firm? Miss Fran, can you elaborate? Talks with Russia have begun. Um, I'm watching this trend and it's pretty consistently retracing about 40 to 50%, then going down twice as much, and then retracing 40 to 50% again. Yeah. Well, I'm assuming you're talking about the daily chart. I don't know what trend you're talking about. Now. Yeah, we're pushing down now. Dow's up 53, composites down 100, S&P's down 3, and Russell is down 19. Like stairs. A live trading Discord room with subscription plus teaching. Yes, Fran. As a matter of fact, yeah, that is in the plans. Um, I had hopped on the boat and split before we got to go, and we do have a Discord room set up. But yeah, that's in the plans. We just trying to get to a number of subscribers that make it advantageous to do that. Oh, on the 1 minute chart, yeah, yeah, that's what a trend is, man. And that's what you're doing. You're following the trend, which is what you want to do. You want to, and that's why you take trades. I'm just very risk adverse in my short term, especially on choppy days. So I look for a way to get into a trend, and then I try to ride that trend, at least with my last third of a runner. But when it's choppy like this and it bounces back, I don't get into that trend. Once I get my one off, which when I take one off at $100 a contract, I know I'm going to get knocked out. I mean, it's very rare. The reason I take one off at $100 a contract is because I'm not getting momentum, it's not moving, things like that, and I don't feel like taking any additional risk. If I put my stops, um, took my one off and then used that to mitigate my risk, then I'd probably be in the trend more often. But today's too choppy for me. So, yep, follow the trend. The trend is your friend. I hate that saying, but it's so accurate. I wonder if it's propaganda or if the Russian troops are actually surrendering or giving up or pissed off that they're in this. There's a lot. Yeah, the 3 minute or the 2 minute, and the 5 minute are good. So when you go to lower charts, there's more noise on the chart. That's what it's called. So you're getting faked out by the noise. And some people like to sit there and watch the noise and say, "Oh, look at the noise," and they'll sit in it. And then you could just roll up to other charts and not get faked out by the noise. So yeah, I mean, the best chart for me to trade is the 30-minute chart. So if I traded that 30-minute chart, boom, I would have taken this break right here at 395, and my stop. I mean, you could have. Oh, come on. Now I have mouse troubles. You could put your stop up here because technically that's where the setup breaks, but you could also put your stop right here. So 309 to 18, you would have saved $400 a contract. And if you put your stop in, went in over here, 96 to 09, oh, yeah, cool it, 09. So you get 15 points. So you get 700 of contract risk. Um, you'd be 1 for 1 right now. But you can very well. I mean, you have this gap right here. I think we could very well be heading for that gap. If not today, then tomorrow. So yeah, you reduce the noise by going up to higher time frames. but you increase your risk if you're using price action to set your stops. When there's a lot of momentum, you could get into a trend on a 1 or 2 minute chart. You can get into a long-term daily trend, which we were doing. If you guys were following Twitter on the 90-point days, you saw that we got into a lot of those daily trends just off of 1 or 2 minute charts. Yeah, 30-minute is a big wait. You don't see that many setups. So that's the other issue. When you go up in time, you see less setups. There's going to be more setups in lower time frame charts. So you're sitting around waiting for the primo setups. But sometimes you see a double top in the 30-minute. But for the most part, it's shooting stars or hammers and stuff like that. But when a 30-minute setup hits or runs, it runs a lot further than a 1 minute, 2 minute, or 5 minute setup. The break that I would have taken, Tom, is not based on the wick. Well, I guess the wick is part of the pattern. So right here, this is a shooting star. You see how we closed here, it jumped up, it traded up, made that long wick, and then closed down here. I mean, this is a little more than I want to see, that bottoming tail, that bottom tail. But this bar right here is a shooting star at the top of a move up. And if you notice, look at the momentum. You have high momentum right here, and here you have that high right here, and then you have that shooting star with a high here and a lower Mac Daddy right there. So that's a good indication that the momentum's coming off, and a break of this would be a good move. So that's what I would trade. And I would trade the break of the low. There are traders or analysts out there who don't consider the wicks, but I do. I mean, because without that wick, you don't have the pattern. So if I'm going to consider that wick in the candlestick pattern, because I need that wick to call it a shooting star, then I'm going to consider the wick in my entry, and I'm going to enter on the break of the low. So I don't know what you mean by based on the wick. There's nothing based on the wick. And yes, Fran, I don't know if I answered, but I am going to start that Discord and teach. So tell about 1,000 of your closest friends to subscribe, and we'll get this thing going, and listen every day. So statistically, I also make a lot less when I'm streaming than when I'm just trading by myself. So yeah, that's something that's always on my mind. I mean, fortunately, I don't have to be all about the money now, but I am an old banker, so it does seep into the background. You're very welcome, Tommy. Where are you, Federal Power? Where are you? So we're in the market for an hour. If you traded on just 3 contracts, you probably made about $1,000 trading with me for the morning. 5. No, that's wrong. You probably made about 650, 700. It's not bad though. Work for an hour, make $700. Then you're out of here. Get out of here. I got a conference call at 12 o'clock, so I'm going to end this thing at 11:30. And it's a video conference call, so got to go put my makeup on. Get everybody convinced that I wake up and shower. Anybody know anything about Clubhouse? That platform, Clubhouse? Yeah, that last move was the right move. And this is a break on the 60-minute. We have this chart up? Yeah, cool. So this could be a long move. We break that 78.10, and don't be surprised if we see 351. It's got a lot of congestion to fight through, but that's a good target at 351. Clubhouse used to be popular. Yeah, me too. No, I'm old and creepy. What am I sitting on? Oh, I'm out of there. I'm out of that. Bang a lang a ding dong. Twitter has the same feature now. Oh, like space, right? Or something like that. Oh yeah, there she goes. Hmm. What do we have here? Oh, we have frozen software. 2008. Was I trucking in 2008? No, I wasn't trucking in 2008. They're just saying WTI hit the highest since 2008. But when I had a trucking company, oil was peaking. Diesel was peaking. Yep, yep, yep. That last, oh, you could see the last kiss on it too on the 5 minute. I didn't even see that. I probably would have jumped in on that. Broke that trend line right there. Made the last kiss. Although from where would we have gotten in? 379. Yeah, it would have been good. So even on the 5 minute, it's a hard trading day. And you see, it makes its little move, breaks, gets you in, pops up. If you took that so-called hammer, breaks, gets you in, pops up. This is a pretty decent bar closed down. That's a decent bar. That's what you want to get in. You want to get in with strong bars closing down. This is a flag right here. That 60-minute bar triggered. We got another resistance at 67.18, 367.18. And then the target for the day, I think the low will be 350. But things might change once we get the Fed talking. Open another trucking company. I'm a truck driver. I work for the company. Uh, I'll tell you, I had a lot of Puerto Rican drivers. You know how they are with gas, man. Every light they jam on the pedal, suck down the gas, then they pull over for hours and sleep. They beat the hell out of you. They want to pimp out the cars, put the air shocks in the front fenders. You know, got my trucks bouncing down the road with Latino music blaring. No more for me. Don't you love my racist humor? Yeah, you know what? I like the finance business. Um, you when you're in other industries, it just not my bag. I mean, dealing with customers not my bag. Dealing with people is not my bag. You know, like there are very few people I could be around and not insult. So this is the industry for me. I mean, when I ran the firm. Oh, are you a Puerto Rican producer? It seems like I attract a lot of Puerto Rican listeners. Why is that? Probably because I make a mean rice, chicken and rice, arroz con pollo. Oh, I haven't made that in a while. I think maybe I'll do that tonight. Nah, tonight I think I want pork and beans. Um, yeah, so like I said, I had my boy Kevin who used to be the face on the firm, so that I didn't deal with people. I dealt with businessmen. I mean, and people in the industry who were as miserable as I am. So we all got along well. But the general public, I'm not the personality trait for that. For the general public. So it was easy sitting in my ivy tower, being insulated from it. I had my HR to deal with the general employees. I had my compliance department who dealt with the general public, my brokers who dealt with the customer base. Yes, sir. A freaking Puerto Rican, huh? I know what it is, man. I probably nailed one Puerto Rican and then 30 of his roommates. Bum, bum. Oh, look at that. I see my viewer count is going down. I must be insulting some. That's all right, man. You got to have a thick skin. You don't have a thick skin, this isn't the channel for you. And I mean it out of jest, man. I like everybody. I love diversity. I just like to poke fun. I even pick on the Italians. Wow, the Dow turned around. So let's have a look at this daily because I mean, we're just kind of confirming a bear market. Right now, everybody, are we? Aren't we? Are we? Aren't we? So here's a high, here's a low, here's a high, a lower low, lower high, lower low. Could this be a lower high? If this is a lower high, then we are breaking down to making the close these gaps. I think we may do this into May and then at that point maybe turn around. My. So this is it. This is the deciding factor. Although that's a kind of a trend reversal pattern right here. But we're going to have to break this high and this right here for this to really trigger that trend reversal. Way too far, too much gap. Just doesn't look right for a good trend reversal. My. Are we in it? Are we in the bear market? A New Yorican? You don't even speak Spanish? Yeah, a buddy of mine I grew up with. When he moved here, we were children. We were maybe 8 or 9. I lived in Brooklyn at the time. All he spoke was Spanish, but we started figuring out a way of communicating. And he was a crazy dude, but we had a good time. And then he started speaking English and forgot how to speak Spanish. And then when we were in our mid-teens, I had moved out of Brooklyn, and he and I separated. We were like best friends, and I recently I actually ran into him in a small town up in the mountains, and he bought a place on the other side of the mountain, more in the communities. To this day, he can't speak Spanish. He like totally blocked it out. I mean, he was born in Puerto Rico, raised in Puerto Rico. All he spoke was Spanish when he came here, but blocked it out. Man, speaks English, can't speak Spanish. So he's a New Yorican too. And I mean, now he's been in the states longer than he was in Puerto Rico. But that's where I learned how to make arroz con pollos, arroz con pollo. His father, yeah, phenomenal cook, phenomenal. And actually, most of my Spanish cooking has that Puerto Rican flair, and I prefer that to like Mexican and stuff like that. I prefer a Puerto Rican kind of spin on my Spanish dishes, or I prefer Puerto Rican food to Mexican food. And he made some stuff I can't even remember. I got to get to Puerto Rico and go see him before he drops dead, or I'll never get these fucking recipes. I don't think my friend speaks to his father because his father, he was an artist and he was flaky and wasn't around. And I don't think my friend has patience for that. He's talking, baby. He's talking. I don't think we're going to stay down the rest of the day. I mean, we've already closed that gap, unless we're heading for those lower gaps. Woo. It's windy today. So I'm just watching it. I'm really not looking for any trades right now because the Fed's speaking. And I mean, there's a real healthy trend pattern here. You could be following this trend and you do all right. And you just stay below, or put your stops on the pivots, right? So you would have gotten in here on this shooting star, and your stop would have been up above that 1 minute, and then it moved down and came up, and you stop. After it did that, you would move your stop down to here, and then you'd move your stop down to here, and then you'd move your stop down to here, and then to here. So right now, your stop would be right down here at 368, and you would have caught the 305. So you would have been in it for about 30 points, or arguably 40 points. That's not bad. I mean, that's 20 points a contract. That's $2,000 a contract if you're in it. So now you see how Anthony's making $15,000 on a $2 investment. And then if you're low dollar, man, why don't you just start with SPY contracts? If you're doing well and you're confident and you think you're following a set of rules, you could start trading SPY contracts and start building up your account. Um, or if you don't have enough even for SPY contracts, you could do the fractional shares on SPY. I think through um, um, Robinhood, and I think there's a few firms out there that do fractional shares. So yeah, because I mean, I see a lot of people text me and tell me, yeah, they're up, yeah, $50 for the day, or I'm making $10 every day and stuff like that. So I'm certain they're trading fractional shares. See, so yeah, on this trend, your stop would be here. You're moving down right now. Capture a lot of money just on a 1 minute chart. So your initial risk wasn't even that great to get involved, right? Um, you got 408 to 405. There's 3 points. Damn. Would have risked $300 to make $2,000. Decent return. Yeah, Saison. Um, yeah, I'm not too crazy about adobo. It's kind of salty to me. But yeah, Saison, which is just saffron. But yeah, that's an excellent spice. I'm all over Saison. From oh man, you know what? Do I even have any? I don't even know what I got in the house. I haven't really been through the house. Can't have no pork and beans. Oh, I'm thinking, I don't need it. Oh yeah, I got the Saison. Whoops. I'm listening to a congressman bitch about crypto. Trade station. Is that what you're saying, TS? Trade station? Once the size is bigger, it starts acting up. Um, I find that when there's a lot of volume, it gets hung up a lot. I actually trade on different platforms. I had a small account with TradeStation, and I really backed off trading it because going to get executed. I mean, they can't get good quotes, or they always put me on hold. I miss trades. It's very frustrating. But I have other platforms on different computers that I trade, and it's very aggressive. Although I found that TradeStation, the executions are very good, like the prices are very good, but their platform just seems to get hung up. And I like the graphs. Took me a little while to get used to it. I was using a Ninja, and using the Ninja platform, and I could execute in all my different accounts through the Ninja platform. But when I started streaming, a lot of people were using TradeStation and things like that, so I figured I would get something a little more accommodating with them. But again, I mean, I don't have problem executing my size, but I don't know if you're trading securities. I just trade options to it, and I mean, I take some sizable positions and I get them off. It's just they get inundated. I think they're so large that they can't handle their order flow or their data flow, and you just get a lot of glitches with the system. Um, a lot of glitches, and it compounds. And then when I'm on the boat, um, I mean, it's rough getting good data as it is. So that hangs up, and then TradeStation hangs up. Forget about it. It's a nightmare. Although I never have a problem with my other accounts, even when I'm on the boat, where it's warm. I'm even starting to lose my color. I usually have a nice brown color, not tan like a teenager, but a good healthy color. And I've only been up here 3 days, and I'm starting to get pale looking. Boom, boom, boom. Never tried options on Ninja Trader. I thought it was more oriented for order flow and footprints. Well, initially, I was using Ninja Trader for futures, and then I went to options. And it's not as user friendly as TradeStation, but um, entirely possible. But the lion's share of what I did on Ninja Trader was futures. Wow, look at this sell off. See that 30-minute bar, that 30-minute trade. That's the trade. I mean, that's a very powerful thing. I mean, yeah, I usually like to watch that 30-minute and then enter on my twos and fives. Yeah, if you followed that 1 minute trend, that was a good trend. Um, yeah, I took 3 trades, and then that last move I didn't get involved with, and that's the one that ran. But that's just what it is. Miss Fran, I appreciate you joining our little family here and chatting with us. That helps my algorithms also. So, like I said, tell 1,000 of your friends and help me grow the channel. I would be much obliged. And it's going, going, going. Anything looking like it's getting oversold? Nope. Well, that 60-minute is a little bit oversold. I think 350 is our target. I bet we might do a reversal around there. Which it's 11 o'clock. The problem is we got Powell. Hmm. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling. Come on, man. I definitely have more spreads out there. Oh, there you are. No, that's my fives. There you are. That's all I got on the four. Doesn't make sense. Bling. Um. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, I am looking good, ladies and germs. I'm hoping this market pushes down a good bit. We're only down 30 points. We're not going down that aggressively. There's nothing even showing 2% today. Although that was a nice move off the high, right? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. And we got about a 50-point move today. 60-minute is slightly oversold, or just oversold, we could call it. I still think our target is that 45.50. Yeah, 45.50 is a good target. I mean, we're 5 points off of it. But look for a bounce on that 45.50. Mm-mm-mm. Some strong down bars on the 30 and 60. Don't know why I didn't play that one more. Well, I know why. See, whenever the Fed's speaking, we got non-farm payroll. That just spooks me. And I'm sitting here lamenting a little bit that I did not play more aggressively. This downward move. But that being said, got to stick to your rules. What time does Powell? Powell does right now. Powell been doesing since 10:30. He usually goes an hour. So he's going to does probably for another 30 minutes. I'm using an indicator that I wrote, and it's my private Idaho. Um, so just based on some other um, oversold, overbought theories, but with a little tweak where I thought that they came in short. Because really, like the RSI is really a momentum indicator, kind of like the Mac Daddy. So I got something that I refined so that it's so when people see the RSI is oversold, it's actually a good indication to keep selling because it's just showing momentum. Um, or when they see the RSI is indicating overbought, it's actually showing momentum and it's a good time to buy. So the RSI is hard to relative strength indicator. It's hard to use as a oversold or overbought, oversold or overbought indicator. So I got into something and experimented with it for a few years, and now I could read it comfortably. Mm-mm-mm. Gotta stop doing that, Dave. 30 minutes not oversold, so we could still move some more. But I think that the bottom is going to be, we're pretty much there. 52 kind of did it, and looks like it's bouncing off of that. And yet, when you're looking at things, everything works in a range. If you get too hung up on a number, you're going to cause yourself a lot of problems. But so I see 350 as my low, and then when I get around that, I start looking for indications of the reversal on smaller time frame charts and things like that. So, and on the 60-minute chart, if 350 is actually my low, then I think we continue an upward pattern, or that puts it in a bull trend, the 60-minute, if the 352 is the low. I see some indications that may say that that is the case. Interesting. Oh, body's sore from working out yesterday. I'm so lonely. I have no animals up here. I haven't even seen critters. I think I saw a young eagle yesterday. That's about it. Haven't seen any deer. It's definitely no bear. No coyote. Nothing. Probably all down by my boat, chilling. Could have a 30-minute flag building. I mean, I think we got ways. I mean, 17 more minutes. So that's not bad halfway through it. Could be a flag on the 30-minute. We could keep an eye on that. Things could change with Powell. Mm-hmm. What? Yeah, we'll just leave that. Looks like the premiums on the options starting to get a wee bit more reasonable. A wee bit more reasonable. Anybody talking about the Ukrainian war? Have we lost interest? Oh, look at that. We broke my target of 50. I don't like it. I don't like it. So let's see. What are we looking at now? Oh, that's the 30. I want to look at the 60. So we made a higher high. If we make a higher low, well, you know what? That's really. I mean, if we make a higher low and then break that, we could. That could be the beginning of an upward trend on the 60. I would like to see that, but it looks like we're coming. We're chasing this gap fill right here. That one's already filled, and then we're looking pretty good, unless things get ugly. Yeah, I bet tomorrow we close that gap. This is already done. Yeah, look at that. We just almost tagged that 61%. We hit the 50% actually retrace, and it looks like we're bouncing off of that. So if we break that, our next stop will be 341 and then 331, and we may retrace from there. We might even push back up and make a double top. All right, I'm getting sleepy. Um, I'm gonna take my leave. Oh, what happened? We started talking. Yes. How do you conclude if something is oversold or overbought? Explain that. What time does Powell? We went through that. In my honest opinion, one of the reasons Fed's not into digital coin is because countries can bypass tariffs and such easily without having a centralized bank system. Um, yeah, absolutely. And then money laundering and trading without having our currency as a national or an international currency. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Um, you know, having the strongest currency in the world gives us a lot of power, a lot of control. Yeah, I think China already issued a digital coin, but I'm sure we're going to go to a digital coin also. I caught a mouse yesterday with my new flip and slide mouse trap. All right, super. What kind wanted to keep the little guy? So you trade options on Ninja Trader mainly? No, I use I have a small account with Trade Station, and then I have other accounts with other clearing firms. So I use their platforms. Fran. So yeah, I'm not using Ninja Trader at all right now. No, I didn't see that video of Ukrainians doing that. All right, folks, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I'll put out the EOD tonight, end of the day meeting. So check that out for me. Thanks for all the chat and conversation, all the likes. I appreciate everything. If you haven't already, before you go, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. Thanks so much. There's a PayPal account, and you can tip me through Twitter if you want to help support the channel. That's greatly appreciated. Help me move this thing along and get it active and get people helping. Hey, Fran, there's also email contacts and stuff like that, and a phone in also. We could do that too if you wanted to call in and talk and ask questions and things of that nature. So if you stop by tomorrow, check all that out and participate. If I don't pick up, just shoot me. Let me know over here because I probably forgot to turn on the service. So um, you bet, bud. So I appreciate it. And everybody, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.